Oh yeah. What's up, folks? You know how we do it here on Pierre's Panic Room. Welcome to Pierre's Panic Room. You know how we do it every week. We have fun. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell. Bing! That's what I'm talking about. Hit that real quick for me. I appreciate it. My numbers are growing, so I know y'all liking what y'all seeing. I'm reading the comments, and y'all kind of vicious at times, but sometimes y'all show a brother love. But we're gonna keep doing it, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy reading the comments, so we're gonna do it now. As I normally do, I read the comments, and I'll take a couple of them. I'm gonna take a couple of them from some shows. Let's go with this one right here. This is on the Kima show. Remember Kima from Total, the recent show from that? Yeah. So we got my man Al Jamel Johnson. Al Jamel Johnson says, Pierre, tell Kima to call me when she gets a chance. I want to ask her something. Negro, please. Okay. First of all, Al Jamel. She ain't gonna holler at Al Jamel, okay? You know, you're like Al Jazeera or something like that, or Al Qaeda or something, okay? But now Mr. Johnson, she married, so but good looking out, but yeah. What you gotta ask her to? What you got to ask her for? What you got to say? Exactly, not a damn thing. How was it in Total? You saw the interview. All right, this next one is when I had a guy, Funny Marco on. Remember Funny Marco, the guy that does the wild stuff? This is from Toonee, damn, T-O-N-E-E, Stone. Says, damn, Pierre. Oh, then they quoted me. Anybody ever told you look like Seal? That nigga did look like Seal. He said, I can't breathe. If y'all remember that episode, that nigga looked like Seal. He looked like Seal so much, he wouldn't tell nobody he was on my show. Okay, I roasted his ass like that. But he tried to roast me. Y'all saw the interview. If you didn't, go back to the Funny Marco episode and see what he tried to do. Try to make me look bad on my own show. Nigga, you got me fucked up. I'm a vet at this right here. So good looking out for Two-Tony Stone. Okay, Two-Tony Stone. Thanks. All right, another one from the Kima reveal about the breakup, brother. Ralph P. says, you should open up a comedy club in D.C. and call it Pierre's Panic Room. I like that thinking. I'm hoping you're from D.C., the DMV area, Ralphie P. But yeah, open up a comedy club? Nah, I'll pass, man. Shit, it's too much stress for that, man. I ain't got to guarantee you Negroes will come. I got to open them in a white neighborhood so I know I get my money and shit. Niggas be like, give me the hookup. Niggas say, I'm going to support you and I want to come to your show, but give me some free tickets. Nigga, that ain't support. That's just you showing up, nigga, because you ain't got nothing to do. Hell no. Only black folks think their time is so valuable that if they just show up, you owe them some money. Hell no. I ain't doing that. So we ain't going to do that. But thanks for the comments. We always have them. All right, y'all, I got an exciting show. I am so excited about my next guest. This dude is the shit. Okay, the motherfucker handsome, tall, got the ladies hollering at him all the time. He a comic vet, funny as shit. Nigga look kind of like me, a lot like me though, you know what I'm saying? The boy puts it down, very funny comedian. I've been looking forward to the show all my life, man, to introduce this guy and meet this dude, man. Very, very funny. Hey, it is what it is. Get ready for the one and only. Give it up for Pierre! Look at that boy. How looking good over here, man? God damn, boy, you looking good. Man, damn. You know how to come right for you, man. Let me get out the way. Look at you, brother. I'm you. You know, I dressed up for myself. Damn, look at you, man. All right, I got some questions, you know. I gotta ask you something about myself, okay? So what I did was I asked some people to give me some questions, and I had some questions of myself to ask you, myself. And my crew wanted to know some questions. So we're gonna start this off. It's gonna be some painstaking ones, okay? It ain't gonna be all easy. All right, well, that's what I do. Now. All right? Okay. All right, here we go. Here's one question I want. Why did you leave Hollywood? Wow, why did I leave Hollywood? Damn, you starting off raw off the rip. Okay. Raw okay. That's actually a good question. People have asked me that before, but I never really went out in public and talked about it. You know, y'all saw me in Hollywood all through the 90s, making movies and so forth, and How to Be a Player and Baps and all that kind of stuff, and doing Def Jam and doing videos. And it was cool, but I got to a point, man, as you rise up, you start hearing stuff from people, you know, that you trust, like your agents and the managers I had, and someone wouldn't tell me the truth about certain things, and I started feeling like I thought I had a team, but I really didn't have a team, and I started getting frustrated with it. You know, I started hearing people saying stuff, you know, like, you know, people say, yo, I'm trying to call your manager, your agent, they ain't answering the calls and so forth, or my agent would say he did something that he didn't do, or my manager would say something, and I just felt like I didn't know who I could trust. So I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I don't know, man. I can't trust nobody. And before I turned out to be somebody, my parents didn't raise me, I didn't want to, you know, I had to leave. And it's actually kind of crazy. I got friends of mine who still in Hollywood who are going through the frustration of it, man. So God bless them. But a lot of people don't realize this is a little rougher, man. It's not just getting a movie or something. That's cool, but you got to live every day, man. People don't realize, what do you think people do when they're not filming? You know, they're not filming anything. And they got to live. They got to do stuff. And people think that, you know, while you're in Hollywood, you're working every single day, but you're not. And the point is, when you have your downtime, what can you do? And it's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating because you want to work all the time, but there's a lot more rejection. People say all the time, you get about 100 no's before you get one yes. It's crazy. And I just didn't like that. I just felt like I was much more talented than I was getting the opportunity to show. And, you know, you go in there, an audition, and you thinking, man, they say we want somebody 6'1", light skin, that's funny. You think, that's me. And you get in there, 6 other niggas sitting there looking just like you. Like, damn. You know, like, shit. So I just felt like it was time for me to move on and get away because I didn't want to become bitter. And, you know, some people get suicidal. I was never suicidal. You know, we always kept it 100 with each other, you know, so I wasn't going to try to do anything like that. But I can see people who are, because you want to be so, you know, famous so bad and work all the time, and it's, you know, I don't think people could, the average person couldn't handle the rejection. Could you imagine every day you got a job and you worked at like a post office for 3 months, and then you got fired and you had to look for another job, or laid off, you got to find another job, and laid off after 6 months and another job? And that shit go crazy, man. That's why some people just stay on that one job forever, because they don't want to look for another job. But that's really why I didn't want to, you know, become something that I get bitter or something like that. So I just left and got a house and moved to Arizona for a while, and then I moved to Atlanta, you know, because people kept saying, they would see me on the street, oh man, you funny as hell, when you gonna be in another movie? I'm like, it ain't that easy, you know. So I decided to, you know, just get away from it. I went to Atlanta, which is Black Hollywood, which is a little more easier to break into. So that's why I did that. All right, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I like that. All right. Here's another question we have. Do you think you can speak on black issues? Because, you know, people say you mix, you know, light-skinned, you know, so they figure you can't really talk on black issues. I don't know why people think that we can't speak on black issues. We black, I mean, you know, we black enough. I feel you on that. I feel you. But do you think you can speak on it? You know, they don't say nothing when Colin Kaepernick speaks on black issues. Barack Obama, Adam Clayton Powell, Jesse Williams, when they speak on black issues, it's all good. Sean King, when he speaks on, it's all good.
Okay.
But as soon as I say something that don't go along with what black people are trying to push, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, oh, you can't speak on black issue. It's that white side of you. I think that's the corniest thing I hate, when people say, it's the white side of you, nigga. What you mean it's the white side of me? Man, come on, man. I done fought for a lot of black stuff. People don't realize some of the stuff I've done. I've marched with Black Lives Matter. I went to the Capitol in Maryland and protested, man. I've done a lot of things. Mentored young black men, walked with AIDS, you know, for AIDS thing and stuff like that. But, you know, whenever I say something that people feel like, it's, you know, it's a black issue, you ain't gonna just go along with it. And I'm like this, I'm down for black folks, 100%, you know, I rock more black folks, you know, I'm around black folks, I live in a black neighborhood, I've always dated black women, I've been around black dudes, you know, hung around in the hood, all that shit I rocked out with. But it's funny, if I speak up on something and I don't, then all of a sudden, they don't like, black people don't like, then I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna say, darker skinned people. You know, yes, you darker skinned niggas, oh, whenever I say some shit, all of a sudden you got a problem and shit with
True
it.
that.
Because, you know, a black person can go into a place and shoot up 20 white people. And I'd be like, man, that's foul. Somebody be like, there ain't no wrong with that. Slavery made us do this shit, man. Oh, come on, man. No, man, it's a white side. Let him get free, man. White people shoot people all the time. Oh, come on, man. Wrong is wrong, man. So I feel sometimes people just feel like, because I'm light-skinned, if I don't go along with what black people say, all of a sudden it's wrong. You know, it is what it is. So, hey, man. Wow, okay, that's good. I like that. I appreciate it. All right, here's another question I want to ask myself. Do you or your co-stars in the movies you've done, you know, keep in touch after each project? People always want to know that. They always want to.
Well, that's funny. A lot of
They
people
always want to know that. So
do
do y'all keep in touch after projects? You know, like you did How to Be a Player, Babs, or whatever you do. Do you talk to still from the folks? And that's strange. I don't know why people ask, you know, actors, do they stay in contact with, you know, with their co-workers after they finish working?
Because people want to know.
When you quit your job, do you stay with somebody? Do you keep calling your co-workers and shit? You know what I'm saying? When you go from Home Depot to Walmart, you keep talking to people at Home Depot? I mean, hey, man, how you doing today, man? You know, no, okay? It's the same way. There's no beef, but, you know, we move on to our next projects. You know, that's what we do. You know how it is. You know, people you ain't calling on your people you remember all the time. But when we see each other online, we holler at each other and we speak on each other. So, yeah, like Bill, I'm cool with. You know, I've done comedy shows with him, who I rock with a lot. Rest in peace, AJ Johnson, man. We did a lot of shows together, man. We hung out afterwards. But it's because we work together. You know, it wasn't like we pick up the phone every day and talk to each other. So no, you know, people should look at it like your job. If you move on to another job, do you stay in contact with all your coworkers? No, and we don't. So no problem. I haven't heard from Halle Berry in a while. You know, man, no, Halle, can you call that nigga? No, well, she got a new man and shit. So if that don't work out, give a nigga home. I don't think you find it sexy as hell. Yeah, so I'm watching you on Instagram. I see you doing what you do, girl. Okay, cool. So yeah, we don't. No, that's a good question though. So here's the question. Hold on. Here's a question I'm gonna ask you. I want to know for myself how you feel about this one. How do you feel about your new resurgence in your career? I like that question too. Yeah. Well, it's humbling. You know, I guess I was hotter in the late '90s. Like I told you, we left the business. We said, damn that, we had to get out of business. And, you know, it's really like the new social media. You know, a lot of people in my age group or, you know, the OGs don't really go with the social media as hard as the younger cats. And that's where it is now. You know how it is, how we rock it now. And I decided about a year ago to, you know, get really heavy on social media. You know, social media at first I thought was a little more not as seriously to be taken as far as the craft, because you know how we roll. We want to do everything top notch, but on social media sometimes you can just do some dumb shit and get 2 million followers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't down for that. You know how we roll. Right. My penmanship is vicious. You know what we do, and I just felt like, you know what, I need to back up off that. But then I realized, you know what, I can at least go in there and not worry about having to do little, because I did a lot of I worked with Kevin Hart's company one time. I did like a whole bunch of sketches for him. But I realized sometimes people just want to hear you talk. So now what I do on my IG page, I go IG live a lot and talk about stuff. And then all of a sudden I started seeing people coming left and right, follow me. Yo, man, you OG, you were my favorites. The good thing I feel is that I wasn't whack when I left. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I faded out and shit. You know that's one thing. So because when I came back or started being more visual on social media, people started we still had love for me. Like, well, where you been at? Opposed to think, where the fuck, we don't want to see you no more. You know, you was whack the last time we saw you. So it was cool that I pulled myself back. And then when I came back strong. And I stay now on social media, and people love it. I love my people, and it's just crazy. I don't know how it happened, man. It just started in the last year, just started popping. My numbers on social media just started blowing up. It's because I'm staying more active and talking to my fans, and that's something I had to learn. The more you talk to your fans, the more, people get engaged and want to hear what you got to say. And I was thinking, really, they want to hear what I have to say. But at least I try to be funny or engaging when I'm on there. Because I see some people go Facebook Live and they just be in the kitchen washing dishes. I'm like, fuck is that? Who's going to watch that shit? But, some people will watch. I've seen people watch TV. People watch motherfucker watching TV. Okay? So at least when I get on IG, if you follow me on IG Live, I'm going to be funny or try to talk about something. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. And I really appreciate the fans for bringing it back out again. My career, however you want to look at it. All right, cool. All right, here's another question I got to ask myself. Do comics get along with each other? Really? You know damn well we don't all get along now. There's a whole bunch of comics you don't have beef with. That's true. True that. Exactly. Wow. Okay. Let's be real about it. Okay. Mr. Steve Harvey. Yeah. Remember that? You said it. You said back in 2010, we worked for him on his radio show. We had guest spotted, for his radio show. And I like Steve. Steve was a good dude. He put me down at a club called Vuku Rays he had in Dallas, and then he put me in other comedy club when he had a comedy club when Erykah Badu worked there, so I appreciate that. So when he called me I had wrote that book we wrote, my 100 Homies and Phonies of Hollywood. Boom. And so we got the book right here for those who don't see it. I wrote this book right here. Boom. Yes, sir. He was in the book. And he called me to talk about it on his show. So I came, and it was pretty funny when I came and sat with him. And the rest of the whole crew, Shirley Strawberry and all of them, and nephew Tommy and all that. And he was like, man, could you come and stay for the rest of the show? Could you stay for the rest of the show? I stayed for the rest of the show. I was like, cool. Then he said, look, if you ever available, because he had an office in Atlanta, I want you to come through and guest spot when we need you. I said, man, brother, I appreciate it, man. I loved it. So whenever I would come, I'd come really prepared with jokes and so forth. I'd ask him, lead me into this joke or so forth. And he was cool with it and stuff. And so I sat in when a couple people couldn't make it, how we did. So I was killing. He had a manager named Rushion McDonald at the time. And Rushion was a bit of work, for those who know Rushion. Kind of very military, real sternish. And he liked me. And so he brought me back a couple of times. And like, you know, every some spotted dates. So we kept coming back. And I remember one time he even, because he owned his station, Premium or whatever it was, a radio station. He owned half of it, Premiere, I can't remember the name of it. And he said, look, I'm trying to go against Michael Bazin during the daytime. Remember he wanted Michael Bazin during the time. He said, would you interested in being a daytime host? I said, hell yeah, shit. Because I think he offered to Cedric, but Cedric wanted to be a movie star. He said he didn't want to really do that stuff. Then he offered to Bill Bellamy, and Bill Bellamy was busy or whatever. I said, I'll take it, you know. So we didn't really go, the conversation didn't go further than that. Then he started asking me, would you want to go on the road and open up for him? I said, hell yeah. He said, I got a date for you. And Rashawn actually said that and said, I got a date for you in, where did we go? Alabama. It was in Birmingham, Alabama. And this was the time when I thought that he had changed his life. He's talking about, you know, he had that special where God saved me or whatever it was. He did a big special about changing his life and so forth, not cursing really. And so that's the last thing I saw. And so I go down there with them, with his whole crew. I drive myself down. He goes down in the bus, you know, with his crew. And it was cool, big, beautiful chateau we stayed in. We didn't stay in a regular hotel, something beautiful. You remember that? You was excited about being there. I was kind of amped up too.
True.
So we down there, and you know, I decided to wear something totally different. I had like a shiny suit because I didn't want to wear anything he had. I respect Steve Harvey so much that I was like, I don't want to tread on none of his jokes. I didn't want to look like him. If I wear a black suit, he had a black suit on. I didn't want to do none of that. I took out all the topical humor I had because he might talk about topical stuff. I took out the curse words, took out the sex jokes. Now, he didn't ask me. Him and Rushion never asked me to do it, but I felt out of respect for him, I would do it. So I go up there and I'm supposed to do 30 minutes or 25 minutes. And I really had never cultivated that act that I was cutting out all the stuff from. So, you know, I'm used to doing my act a certain way. I did my thing, but I was going into jokes that I knew was going to be some sexual stuff, so I was trying to stop it, you know, cut it down, and my next joke I'm working on, I'm like, oh shit, this is a curse word, let me stop it. So I was all jumbled up. I wound up doing like 14, 15 minutes out of a 25-minute set. I was like, oh my God, my mind was blank, I froze.
Wow.
I never really freeze, because I normally just do my act, but out of respect for Steve, like I said, you know, we cut all the stuff out of, you know, our act, you know, to make sure we ain't gonna try to, you know, bump into anything Steve talked about. And as I was walking off stage, Rushion walked past me because he was emceeing it. He does comedy too. He was like, what the hell you do, nigga? What the fuck did you just do? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, shit. I get off stage and he clowned me a little bit, which is okay. Then he brings Steve Harvey up. He said that, you know, I go in the back, I see Steve Harvey behind the curtain circling around, getting his stuff on. We had nothing to light on, like on. He had a blue shiny suit, sparkles and shit all on it and stuff like that. He called Steve up. Steve goes on, does his thing, but when Rushion comes off stage, I said, man, I apologize, brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for, you know, for doing that, man. Damn. He said, don't worry. I said, in fact, keep the money. Don't even give me my money. It's a couple grand, too. And I was like, no, just keep it, man. I'm cool. And so Rushion was like, nah, man, you can have the money. You can have the money. I said, oh, man, all right, man. So I sell books at the end of my show. You know, thanks for the people who buy my books. Like I said, books I buy, bam, I sell some of the books at the end of my show. And I went downstairs and I had my suit on. I had one of these tight suits on, you know, like one of the Temptations. You know how we do sometimes. We ain't always rocking up like we got on right there with the leather. Sometimes it was like this. And I had ripped my pants a little bit. I said, fuck. So I didn't want to go upstairs with my ripped pants, so I changed back into my regular clothes. I had a little rip. I was like, yeah. I go upstairs and I'm trying to sell my books at the, you know, as the people leaving out. And his bodyguard, big dude, came to me and said, yo, man, what's up with you? What you wearing? I said, what do you mean? He said, you got to keep your suit on all night long. You wear what you wear all night long. I was like, damn, dude, my bad. You know, shit, I ripped my suit. She's like, so I let it go. I was like, okay, I know that's a big deal. You know, Steve, you know, he kind of wants everybody to look a certain way, I guess. So it was what it was. And I sell my books, and they were in a van, what do you call it? One of the big buses. Remember the big bus we saw? And I had my car. I drove my car because I didn't want to be up in the bus with him and all his crew and shit. And be like, what the fuck are you doing here? So I wasn't being standoffish. I didn't want to step over my boundaries. I appreciate that he put me on. So I was like, man, shit, let me drive my car. So I drove my car back home, and they didn't call me no more for the guest host. They stopped calling us. You know how it was. We was like, what the hell? So I even emailed Rushion. I apologize, dude. That's not how I normally go out. I'm sorry I didn't do, you know, 25 minutes. I only did 15 minutes. My bad. It's just, you know, brain fog, you know, just was what it was. I apologize. And he was like, oh, no problem. Well, I don't know if he answered my email, to be honest with you. So I was like, all right, cool. I thought we were cool. They had called me like every other week to do their show at this time. I did like 6 weeks with them, 6 different weeks. And every week I would come there, Monica, their producer, was like, man, you're getting a lot of emails, people liking what you're doing. I was like, oh, shit. You know, and I enjoyed myself on the show with him. I really did. And I was like, oh, cool, man. I just really appreciate, you know, the opportunity. But then when I did that, it was cut cold turkey. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, like, I didn't like that because Steve always cries and talks about the struggle and shit, knows how to come up and shit. Well, now I'm a comic trying to come up too and shit, and do the best I can. And now you have an opportunity, and all of a sudden you don't fuck with me no more because I made a mistake. I'm like, come on, nigga, who does that, man? But, you know, that's what Steve did, his crew did. And so I was like, damn. So I was like, all right, fuck it. You know, it's like it is, you know. I was like, that's how you doing. I emailed them a couple more times. They didn't hit me back. So one day I was at a Houston's restaurant on Paces Fair in Atlanta, because we shot out in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. And Steve was in there with his wife, Marjorie. And I'm, you know, for those who know me, if I got a problem with a motherfucker, I come up to him. I don't do that looking around and saying something. No, I want up to fuck the problem. So he was in the booth with his wife. He knows all this is true. I said, yo, Steve, let me holler at you for a second, bro. So he excused himself with his wife. We went into the corner. I said, yo, what's up, man? I said, dude, what the fuck, man? You know, was it that bad? Did I mess up like that? He said, no, man, you cool, P, you cool. We ain't got no problems. I said, man, come on, dude. That's you know, that's fugazi. He was calling me all the time. You know, it ended. I just want to know, did it end because of this? You know, because of that? Be real with me, nigga. He said, no, you good, brother. You good. Come up anytime you want to the station. Come back up and say you want. All right, nigga, all right. Okay. So 2 weeks later, I had a premiere of one of my movies, Slice, with my Slice movie. I was doing a premiere. And I said, you know what, this would be a good time to go up there and talk about it. You know, I mean, give a shout out to my premiere. People come to the premiere. So I go up there, suited and booted and shit, you know, and I go to the front desk and some receptionist calls somebody from the back to come out. And, oh, what's up, P? What you doing here? And nigga, what you think I'm doing here, mom? Like, yeah, okay. Oh, you want to sit with Steve? Okay, cool. Hold on, I'll be right back. The guy came out and was like, yo, Steve just said, you got to finish some stuff up, you know, and, you know, we'll slide you in. I was like, cool. I guess we cool now. You know what I'm saying? All right, appreciate it, Steve. I waited about another 15, 20 minutes, man. I just sat in there in my suit with the receptionist sitting there waiting. Dude come back, oh man, we back on time. We can't get you in today. But again, does he owe me to put him on, be on the show? I appreciate that. But as a G, you should at least be like, yo, this is the problem. Later on, I heard through the grapevine, his crew, that yeah, that was the problem. That, oh, that nigga, don't be short doing us on stage, because another comic was going to work with him and stuff. He told him, don't be short doing us like Pierre did. Like, really, nigga? Are you fucking crazy? I'm a beast on that stage. I was trying to do it for you, nigga. I was trying to move my jokes around for your ass, nigga. Because I had respect for you, so much respect for you. Okay. But you gonna do that? That's how you gonna treat a nigga when it didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out? Nah, son, I don't get down like that. If it had been me the other way, I'd say, all right, bro, you fucked that one up. I fucks with you, let's do some more shows. Because they did more shows. Oh, he toured around some more shows. But I wasn't on any more shows, those stand-up comedy shows. Like, all right, that's fine. So, you know, yes, you do great on Steve, on Family Feud. My grandmother and aunt and all the old motherfuckers love you on that. But that was some fugazi shit, nigga. I'm just being real with you, man. There's a lot of people who feel the same way about him, too, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, you know. He making money and all that. I get all that. But some people feel about him like that. So I feel you. Go ahead. So that's how I feel. So that was the only person I would say that, damn, you know, surprised me the way he act, because I have so much love for him, man. And I don't just like him like that right now, but I just feel like what he did was fucked up. As a comic that struggles to come up, and he know what the come up is and shit. When this nigga talking about changing clothes in bathrooms and shit, not having no money and stuff, I wasn't that broke, and I said, but he knows how the struggle is, and I just thought that was kind of, you know, a little different. I wouldn't have done a comic like that. You know how we feel about this. Here's a good question here. Did you accomplish what you wanted to accomplish with Kwame Brown and Rizza Islam? I spoke my piece, you know what I'm saying? I spoke, I spoke my piece. I said what I had to say, and now, I'm gonna tell you what disappointed me. I don't mind going back and forth with comic, you know, people or you know, getting into it and debating with somebody. I don't have a problem with it. I really felt disheartened by their fan base coming at me with all negativity. You know, it shows the hatred a lot of their fans got. A lot of his fans and both of them fans got a lot of hatred. I don't mind you just liking what I say, but when it comes to bitch ass nigga, whack ass nigga, fuck your bitch ass nigga, you a fag ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, I'm like, really, nigga? That's your whole fan base to say like that? None of them came at a legitimate way, like saying, yo, bro, I don't appreciate what you say. I don't rock that way. I feel like you should do this way. And that's more respectable. I'm telling you right now, if you come up with some shit that's way, you know, I look at the first line and some bullshit, you know, fuck you, click, I'm gonna block you and delete it. That's it. So get it out with that one half line, because I'm gonna take it out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you said, did I accomplish what I wanted? What was I trying to accomplish? I was just speaking against some of the stuff they said. I didn't like what they had to say, and I'll say it again. I'm not going to back down what I said. I said what I said. It's funny how people sometimes misinterpret what we say. You know what I'm saying? You say shit that I understand, and I say shit you understand. But it's funny how some people don't listen. They don't listen. I remember one time I think you said you ain't like apples, and somebody cussed you out for not liking fruit. Like, nigga, he ain't saying it like fruit. He's saying it like apples. But people don't listen. They just have a negative, such a visceral reaction to shit. You don't like something? Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Ain't no wrong with fruit. Well, nigga, I didn't say nothing wrong with fruit. I said I like apples. I like peaches and oranges and bananas. Come on, man. But we don't listen, man. And that's what's disheartening. But when they come with that fuck boy shit and fat ass, oh, fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? You just talking shit with your keyboard. One nigga told me he gonna slap me when he see me. Nigga, what? You got me fucked up, nigga. This suit, look at me over there. Okay? Both of us will whip your monkey ass and shit, all that shit talking. And then I'm gonna lock you up. I'm gonna call the police, nigga. The white side gonna come at me. I'm gonna try to rape you for all your money and everything you got, nigga. You're gonna be paying me a lot of money, nigga. So all that shit talking that you bad boy and slapping me, it ain't gonna be an easy ride, nigga, okay? I don't know who you think I am, but I ain't him. You know what I'm saying? You know how we are. That's what I say. Same shit. All right, now I asked some people to give me some questions. This is from Vic_DJ_ Pommy, P-O-M-E. All right, it says, after the ups and downs of comedy life, what brought you peace? Okay, damn, another good question. That's why I asked it. Wow, all right. Well, that's why he asked it. What gave me peace, man? Wow. I would say realizing I didn't have to impress people anymore. You know, I set such a high bar for my talent. You know, everything I did, as you know, we rock out. You know, we try to do the best we can. I don't try to give y'all no short stuff. You know, when we do whatever we do, we try to give it at the top. You know, if I'm directing a little scene, it could be a 3-minute scene. I'm gonna try to give you the best. And I realized I was pushing myself so hard that I had to, because I felt like I had to compete with other people to be up on that level. And I realized that, you know what, I don't have to compete. When I started hearing the love and you're an OG and you're a legend and you're a GOAT, I said, you know what, why am I fighting what I already am? I'm the shit already. You know what I'm saying? When you're the shit already, you don't need to fight it, nigga, just go along with it. And so at that point, I realized I didn't have to fight no more. I didn't have to try to compete with another artist, you know, another comedian. So I said to myself, you know what, P? Just do what you do. And if people like what you do, they'll rock with you. Don't worry about the fans who don't like what you do. You know, do your thing, and the people who love you and appreciate you will do it. And that really got to me. It happened about a year and a half ago. I said, you know what? I'm good at what I do. So I don't need to try to impress nobody anymore. So it is what it is. So that really gave me peace to know that I've solidified myself. If I die today, you know me from the movies, from the comedy. You remember me. I left my mark on this world. So that gave me peace. All right, that's cool. All right. I see people call you I see people call you a legend and at times the GOAT. Ooh. How does it make you feel? Okay, you know, that is true. They do call you the GOAT sometimes. They do that now. We know how we roll. Okay, that was a good one. That's true. Wow, man. I wouldn't call myself the GOAT, but you know, if you look out in the field sometimes on a farm, there's a lot of goats. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
I won't be the only GOAT.
Understood.
It depends on what you want to look at and how you look at it. I could say, the GOAT is who you want to, how you want to look at me. A legend, all that is cool. There's more than one legend. There's more than one GOAT. Do I think I have a resume of stuff I've done? Yes. A lot of people don't even know some of the stuff I've done. People don't realize I've wrote, produced, we directed, we starred and stuff. See, people don't know I do all that stuff. Some people just think I'm a comedian and we just do, movies or something like that. But we actually written movies For the Love of Money, the Slice movies, my web series. If you have a YouTube, go on, look at Dating Pierre. There's 7 episodes on that. Go look at YouTube for that. So I've written for people. I've written and produced stuff. I've directed stuff that's come out before that people don't know about. So when people know that and they call me a GOAT, I can appreciate that. A lot of comics in business know how I get down. Some of you people don't, and so when they say that, I really appreciate that. I don't take it to my head like I am the only one that's the GOAT and the only one. To me, I think I'm a pretty good comedian. I don't like when the fact that people always think that you got to be large or popular to be a GOAT. Do you know what I'm saying? And people think, oh, you ain't large, you ain't born to be a GOAT. That's not true. I mean, shit, who's large? Some people who are large ain't all that isn't necessarily shit. Vanilla Ice was one of the top selling rappers and Hammer, and you wouldn't call them no GOATs. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that you gotta be large to be a GOAT. You gotta know the person, what they've been through, what they've done, and the fact that they call me that, I appreciate that, and I try to live up to that mantra. Cool. All right, hey, I like that. All right, you should like it. Here's people. Questions. Hey, I'm coming with them. Have you ever had sex with someone you were in a film with? Damn! Oh wow! Raw dog.
Wow.
Raw dog. We going with him?
Okay. All right.
I don't care what I ask myself. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm here
motherfucker,
for it.
so
Some of
it
these
is what
questions,
it is.
man. You about to get my ass in trouble. All right. Let me think of something. I've had sex with somebody in a movie. With me thinking that either I've had a lot of sex with women in my movies or I have none. But I would go, I'll tell you, no. Okay, I've never had sex with somebody from a movie. I don't really mess around with actresses. Actresses have a lot of shit in their mind, man. There's too much pressure and trying to, well, it is sex and not necessarily. Dating is a question you asked me, right? So, okay. But sex, no. Now, my man, rest in peace, A.J. Johnson. Yeah, he was a wild boy. He was a wild, rest in peace, but he was a wild boy. I remember on the set of How to Be a Player. You know, the scene, that party scene at the end when Bernie Mac comes looking for us, you know what I'm saying? You know, AJ had procured a couple of extras, you know, trying to holler at a couple of extras. For those who don't know extras, those are the ones, you know, they ain't really speaking in the movie. And that party had a lot of little sexy young ladies. And, you know, he got one back to our trailer. And she's fine, too, fine, you know. I mean, I can tell you which one it was, but I ain't gonna do that, y'all. I ain't gonna tell who it was, but she was prominent in the extra scene of this scene. And he got her back to the trailer. And she was young too, man. Young, tender, Oof, I think she was like 19, 20 and shit. And AJ commenced to try to get some, you know, he was talking to her, and she was kind of leaning towards that. You know, sometimes young Hollywood starlets do what they try to do. So he called me up into the trailer and shit, and I went in there, and I could feel like she wasn't down for it, and I didn't want to pressure, you know. You know how we go. We ain't gonna pressure no girls. If you want this good dick or you don't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna force your ass for the shit. It's your lucky day, but you know, she didn't realize that. She was 19. She didn't know what time it was. So I backed up out of the situation, and I didn't do it. So I don't remember what AJ. I don't think AJ did it either. I think she was cool with it. She backed up out, but she got all the way to the trailer, and it was almost close. Sometimes in the trailers, things happen on sets. You know, people get tired of you be around somebody for a month or whatever, and working with them all the time, and you know. You got a trailer which got a couch and shit, like a little, you lock the door when you ain't on set.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
man.
Sometimes things happen, you know, grown folks do grown shit. But I haven't had no time for that. I've never messed with anybody. I'm not gonna mess with no actress. God bless actresses, but there's too much pressure for me to be in a relationship with an actress. So I wouldn't even start to try and talk when I keep it professional. All the stuff that I filmed, you've seen it, you've been on the set with me, you know, I don't mess around, you know, I just say it's business. Let's get this business taken care of. You know, because you start mirroring that together, you know how they are. They start having to be emotional, and why are you talking to her? Why didn't you give her more lines? And why you, oh, Lord have mercy. So it's best to just back up off of it, you know, and not even get involved. So, all right, here we go, another one. All right. Let me say, I didn't know you were so handy. I followed you. Oh, I've been following myself, which is you, fixing your father's house. How did that make you feel, and do you have any other hidden talents that we don't know about? Come on, you was there with me. Come on, you know what the hell. You did a good job at the house, man. I'm gonna give you credit, man. You know, people didn't know that. Yeah, I got to give you credit for that, man. We handy. Did you trip out how people were just, you know, tripping out that you could do that? Wow. First of all, shout out to everybody who was on my IG line, who followed the whole transition from my father passed when I started working on the house to finishing it. Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun to do that. Before I became a stand-up comic full-time, I did all kind of stuff. I worked on construction, I built decks, I did what's it called, landscaping and stuff. You know, I always got a job I knew I could quit and didn't trip. You know what I'm saying? My parents wanted me to get a job like in the government. I'm from D.C. area. You know, we're from the D.C. area. And my parents wanted me to have a job like that, and I didn't want to have a job that would keep forever, so I got little seasonal jobs and stuff. You know, I worked at garden centers. You know how we worked it out. And a lot of people didn't know that. So, yeah, before I started being a professional comedian, I did that. All right. Well, that was good. But is there anything else you do that people don't really know? Any other talents you got? Any other talents that I have? I paint. You know, we get down with the paintbrush. You know, people
we do that?
How good I paint and draw.
Damn, I know I do that.
I being you. So, you know. I don't know if you can consider cooking a talent. You know, I know how to cook. You know, we know what we get. Well, you know how we get down in the kitchen. Yeah, we are kind of good at that, right? You know, so I think I'm a pretty good cook. But besides that, a talent, any other talent? Just those. You know, I think I got other things I do. I have hobbies, but talents. No, I think drawing and doing fixing up house, remodeling houses. I'm pretty good at that. You know, but I consider stand-up comedy talent, because, you know, all that stuff I do in show business, you know, and talent. Directing, writing, I call that talent too, but I know what you asking me, man, shit. I know you. I know where you're trying to go. All right. That's cool. All right, another question. I got some questions for you. When does a comic know when to bail on a joke, a set, or a career? My man X_never_marks_the underscore spot. Damn, X never marks the spot underscores. It's underscore in between all that shit, okay? This nigga here. Damn, you find a smaller name next time, my nigga? Yeah, he should shorten his name up. Damn, shorten your name up, brother. That question is really kind of different because it's 3 different total things. One is a joke, that's quick. Your whole set could be an hour. And then a career is whatever you put into it. I would say a joke, win the bell from a joke. Well, it depends if it's a bit. A bit and a joke is a different thing for those who don't know. You know what it is. A bit is a longer version, a story. Kevin Hart does bits, longer stories. Jokes are like one time, So if you're talking about a joke, that's you don't bail on a joke. You just do the joke, ain't but like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you just do it, But a bit, depending on how long the bit is, if the bit's 15 minutes and you're talking about like a long ass story and you're getting an audience ain't riding with you, ain't laughing at those certain points, then I would say, as soon as you can feel that they ain't going with you, wrap it up, just wrap it up. Now a career, wow. When's a good time to do? You know what? If you've been in it, especially if you have a day job and you're doing comedy, that's a thing. You're doing that. I would say that's the easier bailout because you got a backup plan. You got a day job or you got a wife to take care of the thing. But if you don't have that and you're a solo dude and you've been in comedy for a while and things ain't moving, I think once the frustration gets to you more than the happiness of joy of doing it, I think that should be a time you should think about it. If you're more miserable about doing it and miserable about traveling, miserable about people, being miserable about not working, you know what I'm saying? I think then is the time to consider bailing out of it, man. If you're not happy, put some years in it and you don't see no growth, be happy to bail out, because trust me, probably some people happy you bailing out and shit, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They're like, thank God this nigga ain't come back on stage again no more. So ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It just wasn't for you. You tried it for some years. It wasn't your thing. It didn't turn out like you wanted it to. And, unfortunately, hopefully you have a backup plan. That's the problem. A lot of comics don't have a backup plan. They're all doing is comedy. They don't have no other way to go, so they scared. That's all they know how to do is make money. And you get a certain age, it's hard to hire a nigga 50 years old, okay, to work somewhere. They want the young cats and shit, so all you're going to be doing is maybe a Walmart greeter at that age, but hey, it is what it is. People, hey, I remember you on Def Comedy Jam. Yeah, welcome to Walmart, thank you. We got to deal with the Salvation Army, clink, 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 clink. You're the guy from Def Comedy Jam. You got the yeah, clink, clink, clink. I'll put some coins in there, it is what it is, but that's a hard thing. But I would say once negativity overrides positivity and happiness, I would say that's when you should bail out. So good question, underscore. All right, so here's one I like to hear. Here's one that everyone wants to know, everyone including me and you, Does the negativity from the online trolls get to you? Because there be some bullshit sometimes. They fuck with us a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's a light-skinned thing, you know what I'm saying? You handsome, I'm handsome, you know what I'm saying? Both looking good and shit. They hating on us and shit. They do hate us, yeah. Look at it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I said it, damn right. Does it ever bother you and me when somebody trolls us? Bother us? Come on, man. You really had to ask that question. You know how we get down. You know what's funny? Maybe in the beginning, I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe in the beginning it bothered me. No one's happy about negativity. I don't give a damn when people say, I don't care what they say about me. We don't necessarily care, but it doesn't get to us a little bit, sure. But now, where we are now, I look at it like this. Out of 100 comments, man, maybe 2 or 3 of them is foul. I'm not going to let those 3 override those 97 that were positive. You know how we feel. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And we get in there sometimes. We get in with the trolls. It's got to be 2 o'clock in the morning. I done took a pee. You know how it is. We up. Ain't done nothing to do and shit. We go online. Let's say, oh, shit, that's what we talking about right now. And I got another 15 minutes before I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go give you a little work. I'm going to clown you up in that bitch a couple times and then get up off of there. If you notice a lot of times the trolls, you know how we do, is around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not wasting my time during the daytime. We got too much shit to do. You know what I'm saying? You know how hard it is to stay handsome and up and do what you got to do? You know how we working this shit. The look right here you got to have, man. I ain't got time for no damn trolls. Shit. So no, it don't bother us. Now there you go. All right. All right, here we got another question. How does the heightened level of sensitivity of the easily offended culture make you change your comedy style? What did you say? Read that again. The jokes nowadays, do you feel with a heightened sense of everybody tripping on the culture, cancel culture? Okay. Well, no. The cancel culture is getting old, okay? It's getting old. We tired of it. We both are. And my man Chappelle, he out there, got to work his thing out. He helping change the whole feeling. People got to stop with the bullshit. Every time someone says something about a group, you can't be crying and shit, because you got to have that same energy for other groups. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to cry about LGBT or this, you got to cry about hood rats and motherfuckers who ain't doing well, and poor people and old people and handicapped people and black people, dark-skinned people, rally about all that. Pretty soon we ain't gonna have nothing to say. You know how hard we've been working at this shit? Well, damn it, we gonna no. So what we're not gonna do is let the cancel culture bother us. See, I don't have no sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? So you cancel what, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You cancel me, you ain't cancel nothing but yourself and shit. So we're gonna rock out like that. We're gonna rock out with our cock out. Right, exactly. Exactly. Yes, that's how I feel. We just told y'all how we feel about the damn trolls. So if you trolling in this motherfucker, you heard what I just said. Next question. Shit. All right. So Lil Mama 78, so lit, said this. Favorite movie you were in? Oh wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lil Mama. Well, Lil Mama, thank you very much. I'm surprised you ain't know, but I'm gonna tell you. For the Love of Money. See, a lot of people thought you were going to say Baps or How to Be a Player. I know, everybody thinks Baps or How to Be a Player, but no, For the Love of Money. That was my first movie I made. I made that movie for like $75,000. I brought a lot of comedians in it who hadn't been discovered before. Affion Crockett, rest in peace, my man Ralphie May, Joey Wells from the Plastic Cup Boys. These are comedians I saw around. I knew they had talent, but no one was hiring and putting them in movies, so I said, hey, I see the talent, so I wrote that movie. It was fun because it was all me in there. We did it, well, us, I gotta include you, because you me. But it was us in that movie. Everything we did, I wrote, produced, directed it, man, financed it. And I love when people see that movie and just come back and tell me how much they enjoyed it, man. It's a cult classic. If you haven't got it, it's called For the Love of Money, D-A, For the Love of Money. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of fun things in there, man. All right, tell me something crazy what happened during the filming of that movie. One of my crazy scenes in there, because we did it with no money. We ain't had nothing really. With $75,000 is no money. It might be money to some people, but they make movies for millions. Even low-budget movies are a couple $1 million back then and stuff. But I remember the scene where, I was trying to get some, this guy was trying to get some money out of, not money, this guy was trying to get, had a hanger, was trying to open the door because he had locked his keys in the car. Yeah, I remember that part. He says, yo, bro, can you help me out, man? And he's like, help me out, man. Can you help me out with these keys and stuff? And I was like, yeah. He said, because you black, So he figured because I was black, I can get in there. So I was like, really? He said, yeah, I'll give you $5 if you can get in there. Come on, bro, you can get in there. You can get in there. And what happened was, so I walk away. He said, all right, thanks, man. And I come back with a brick. I'm like, bam! And I threw the brick and broke the window. That was a real break, okay? We broke that window for real. But what happened was, no one wanted me to let me use their car, break their damn window, even if I had to change it, put a new window in there. Like, no. So I rented a car for $34 and put $5 insurance for the day. What? And I fucked that car up and returned it back and was like, man, somebody stole my DVD. No, it was like a CD, what that CD player, remember that man, what those CD players called? Discman, whatever the hell it was thing. So I said, man, I took my leather coat and my disc player, whatever. And the dude was like, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's really good, but at least you got insurance on the window. It was cold as hell. And my boy Joe, rest in peace, he had parked my truck around the corner because he followed me up to the rental place. And I walked away, got in my car and pulled off, and that thing was $39 for that stunt, y'all. So hell no! People don't realize that. It's so funny because if I had hit the window and it didn't break the right way, I was gonna turn the car around and break that one on the other side and be like, yo, man, I must have been a little mini riot, man. They fucked my car up, both windows are hitting shit. But one window was right, and it was crazy. So that's how we did that, man, for the love of money. So yeah. That is clever as shit. I likes that. Okay, they can come get this $40. You a genius, man. I'm fucking with you. You's a genius, nigga. People don't know how they sleeping on you, man. All right. I like that. All right, let me think of it. Okay, here's another question. What would you have become if you didn't make it in comedy? That's a good question. What would we have done if I hadn't become a comedian? Damn. Well, first thing, man, remember, we started at 17 years old. We started as young pups. So that was crazy. I don't know, man. What would I be? Maybe I'd have fixed houses, you know what I'm saying? Shit, maybe I'd been a house fix. But it's been in my blood, we've been rolling with this for a long time, man. You know how we get down. So we've been funny for a long time. But I can't really think of anything I could do, would have done. Maybe I'd have worked on houses, maybe that. Wow, I didn't know that about myself. Oh, yeah. My man Rob Love. Yeah. That's my boy. Shout out to Rob Love. Yeah, Rob Love is a dope comedian, man. Very funny comedian out of Memphis. Rob Love, shout out to you. What was the most valuable lesson you've ever learned in the business? I would say, don't try to compare yourself to nobody. You know, it's a beautiful thing to be an individual. I know me and you are the same right now, but normally, you know, I ain't trying to compare myself to you, and you shouldn't try to compare yourself to me, even though you and me are the same people. But I would say that was probably one of my most valuable lessons, to know that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be different. You know, don't try to follow a trend. And some years ago, you know, we decided not to be part of that trend. We started, hey, we ain't gonna do this. You know, we're gonna do it our own way. We're gonna do what we do, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is. So probably one of the most valuable lessons is just be authentic and not try to chase another person's situation because they're hotter than you at the point right now. And you know, things will fall in place. People will, it may take a long time, it may take some time. You know, we all want to be successful quickly, you know how we were when we were younger, but your success will come if you're qualified to have that success. You know what I'm saying? So it'll come. It might not come when you want it, but like, you know, it'll come. You know, just hang in there and it'll come if you're really good. And so now that we're reaping this reward, that I'm authentic what I am. People know who I am and how I come at it, and they expect that when they see me. You know, when they see us, they're like, hey, you know. So that would say that's probably my most valuable business lesson, is just to say, be yourself, man. Just be yourself. Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, being this for the long haul and not the short haul. Nice, man. All right, well there it is. Okay. Since Baps is many people's favorite movie, what behind the scenes can you share? Oh, yeah. A lot of people love Baps, all over. That is, I would say that's a lot of people's favorite movie, though. It is, I can't lie. Exactly. I mean, they don't give them shit. They never lie. 8 to 80. You know what I'm saying? Crazy love that damn movie. So tell us a behind the scenes story that might be kind of interesting. People never heard of before. Only me and you know. Wow. Behind the scenes story. Let me see. All right, I'll tell you one. All right, remember the kissing scene we did? All right, you and Hallie and me and Hallie, us and Hallie, I remember. So what happened, this is how the scene was supposed to be. I'm supposed to come back to see Hallie, because we had broke up. I got my shit together, got rid of the perm and shit, put the suit on and shit. And shout out to my suit. That was actually my own suit I wore on the set. You remember that? It was a suit we had and shit. And the worst part about it, after the film was over, I still wanted to wear that suit, but niggas like, nigga, you trying to hang out here like you on Baps, motherfucker? I'm like, it's my own suit. Like, I had to burn the damn suit. Niggas thought I was not capping, but what would you say? I was just trying to do too much. I'm in the club dancing with that suit on, and like, this nigga took it from Baps right on up the shit. Like, no, it's my own suit, motherfucker. So I'll never use my own shit again. You know what I'm saying? We'll never do that again. This suit you'll never see again in a movie, or if it's ever a movie, so hell no. But the movie, okay, so there was a scene where I came back to Hallie, and she's dancing. She was in a room by herself in that ballroom. And it was supposed to be, we dance, we cut to the old dude in the hospital, cut back, we're dancing some more, we cut away, the old dude in the hospital, cut back, me and her starting to get closer, cut away, cut back, we supposed to be kissing, cut away, all of a sudden some dude come in and break it up. Well, my man Robert Townsend directed the movie. And we were running late. And Robert said, you know what, just dance a little bit. Forget the kiss part. Shit, you got me fucked up. Boy, that's that DC in you. That's that DC in you. Exactly. DC, okay, there you go. I ain't mad at you, brother. Yeah, you goddamn right. So I'm up with her. And so when I'm dancing with her, if you notice, when I kiss her, because I was going to go in for it, I grab her by her head and I pull her close. Because I know she's going to be like, hold on, nigga. She said, no kissing. Fuck that. It is what it is. You know how we do in D.C., the DMV. So I pull her close up to me, and I kiss her, man. She was right in the scene. And it's funny, that's the only time we kissed in that movie, man, and they kept that scene. And it became like the biggest thing. Like, my boys didn't care. Nothing else I did in that movie but that kiss. Damn, nigga, you kissed Halle Berry, nigga, shit. I'm like, nigga, I ain't the only one that kissed her, shit, but okay. I guess I'm the only one that kissed her, so that made the movie for my homeboys. But that was, it was only, we weren't supposed to do that kiss. We were supposed to skip over the kiss, and bam, so. I did what I did. Okay, all right. I know you're busy. I got things to do. Yes, you keeping me longer than I thought, but it's all good. But let me get 2 more questions. All right, I appreciate you coming though. All right, here we go. How has your career changed since Comedy Hype? A shout out to my man John. Shout out to John and the whole crew. Mm-hmm. He runs Comedy Hype. he brought me in to interview me one time, and the interview went really well. He liked my energy in the interview, and from there, he brought me in to do a show. He had these 2 females that did a show, and he wanted me to be interviewed by them. I did that, and I did really well then. And he came up with the idea of kind of like an ESPN First Take version of Comedy Hype, where he started off with me, and he built it kind of around me and stuff, brought other people with me, asked some of my suggestions, and he had some suggestions. We came together with some people. And ever since then, man, he keeps me on TV, on the internet daily, so I appreciate that. And people started hearing my voice and hearing my opinionated self, which some people agree with, some people don't. But, as long as you talking and people are talking about you, cool. That's why I tell the people who will troll me and get in there and say crazy stuff, get rid of him. As long as you talking about us, you know what I'm saying? As long as they talk about us, we good. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize that. That's the thing. If you stop talking about me, then it ain't gonna work for me. So I appreciate it. I'm not going nowhere unless, me and him come to agreement that I'm going somewhere. But I love the Comedy Hype family. I love being on it. I love getting the opportunity to speak on, some opinions and some of the stuff, subjects that he come up with. And, I just appreciate the love that they give us, and I think we're doing really well. The numbers are going up. When I started with them, they had like maybe 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. They like about 620,000 now. It ain't been but like a year and a half. They are rolling, so I appreciate it. It's giving me a crazy visibility. It let me launch the show right here, and they help me, and John puts his stamp on it and helps me get this thing going. He's a very helpful guy. If he sees you really working hard, he wants to help you do your next thing, and he's giving me a couple little spots on the show, do other things, so I really appreciate it, and it's got my money up. Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, okay? All right, look, before we leave, we do a couple things. I do a thing called IG creeping. All right, IG creeping? All right. What is that? It's where I go on your IG page and look through your IGs, nigga, and then see some shit I want to clown you on. That's right. Oh, okay. You might be suave right now, but trust me, I've seen some shit on your page that wasn't suave, okay, brother? Well, it wasn't as suave as I thought it was, okay? You've been trying to be a slick dude for a long time. Well, all right, what is it? So let me show you what I found up on your page, okay? Oh, hell no. Really, man? That's what you look like when you was younger? That's what we look like. We look like that with the what the hell we got the Keith Partridge look from the Partridge family.
Damn, man. Look at
What the fuck is you doing, man? What was you thinking with the turtleneck? What the turtleneck? What the fuck?
The hair.
Who rocks out the turtleneck, man? Yeah. This nigga look like you look like Farrah Fawcett, nigga. Okay.
Hey, that's what we look like. Yeah. Yep, and the collar. Yes, the whole out. Yes.
I wasn't nothing but you know what? Damn, y'all laughing. I was a handsome motherfucker back then. Look at that boy right there. Look like an Indian or some shit. Nigga, okay, I can pass for everything.
We do look like
That's
an
when the
Indian.
dark skin niggas started drummer boy looking in the hood. I moved to the hood looking like that.
Damn, but I was cute.
Well, we was cute. Okay.
Damn.
Let's see what else you look like.
All right. Ooh, I'm scared to see the next one.
Hell no,
man. Really?
What the fuck
Got
is
my
this?
clean cut look.
This was you too?
Damn.
What you like you was on the grad? That was high school. I think that was about the.
We was in
about
the. Damn right.
12th grade picture. That was the 12th grade picture. The yearbook picture. Damn. Who I look like in that? Who we look like in that picture?
I don't know. Like I don't know. Somebody.
Swiss cheese beats. Hell
really?
no.
Swiss cheese beats. Then go on with that bullshit.
RZA Islam would have liked this picture. Fuck
you
that,
ain't never
okay?
lied. They would have liked us. They was shit. Come on, man. RZA and Kwame would have said, damn, you looking good and shit. You looking good.
RZA, check this picture out, okay? You're like, oh, brother, I didn't know. There it is right there.
But damn, that was a 12th grade picture. Hell, man. Damn. Okay, well, shit, well.
Now, we always try to keep it 100. Back in D.C., niggas had money, and, you was flossing, you looking sweet right now. But remember this right here? Damn, nigga.
Oh,
hell
come on.
no.
Really? We gonna do this? Hell no. The fuck you find me? Where you find our pictures like this?
Can somebody call Miami Vice and say a suit is missing, motherfucker? I don't know if I was Tubbs or Crockett, motherfucker, in that picture.
We could be
Hell
both.
no.
Okay.
I ain't shit. I'm looking at pictures of my own self. Hell no. That's how we doing right now. That's how all my life I looked at myself and shit. And this picture right here is indication of it. I've been looking at myself for a long time. I don't know if y'all remember Chess King?
They remember Chess King. They remember Chess King and Merry-Go-Round. Y'all remember Chess King, Merry-Go-Round.
That's one of them suits right there. It was flannel. What's that material? What's that material? It's cheap material. Polyester. The shit that Tammy's boyfriend wear all the time, still today.
Damn.
Polyester. And I had like 3 chest hairs. You see 3 chest hairs hanging out there?
Yes,
and a little chain on that neck. Look at that nigga, look at me. You was why you always been a good dresser, boy. Look at that. But I'm glad you don't elevate yourself up from this picture and shit. I see you still ain't got no tie on, but
No,
it's all good.
I wear tie. I mean, this time I'm not wearing a tie, and that time I didn't wear a tie, but I wear ties sometimes. Come on now, you know how we rock out sometimes. Shit.
Hey, man, for appreciation, let you know that I appreciate you come to the thing. We do a little thing. We do a couple little things. We do a little thing called spin the wheel.
Oh, you got a game?
Yes,
Oh,
we're going to
shit.
spin that
Oh, here
damn
we
wheel.
go. All right, what we
and
got?
on this game here, we spin the wheel. And whatever it lands on, let me first explain it to you because you know, it looks like you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, it's a wheel. And you spin it. And if it lands on something, you got to do it. Yes, you do. So if it lands on how you lost your virginity, okay, you might tell us that. We have a sexual passage in a book that you got to read the male portion of it, or you want to do the female portion. I don't give a damn. Trading places, who you trade places with, and why. The biggest lie you told, probably any one of those stories you just told me right now could be that. You'd have to, who's your celebrity crush? So we have that. We have a real secret. We got money, spin again. So I want you to spin, and wherever it lands on, brother, I need you to tell me where it is, brother. When it land, spin it hard. Show some, don't act light skinned, you know, when the thing don't go all the way around, look like Drake and shit. You spin that motherfucker, you spin it, and where it land, we're gonna see. All right, y'all? I'm gonna give it an African black man spin, all right? Let's get the drum roll going. Come on, man. We're gonna spin it. Come on, Pierre. Come on, brother. Come on, let's go. What the?
Wow.
Oh, shit. What is this?
Virginity. How I lost my virginity. Damn.
Hell no. All right, well.
Damn, I lost my virginity.
Come on, come up with it.
About 3 weeks ago.
Man, you cool. You wild.
You know what time it is. Remember when we were young in D.C.? All right. Damn, lost my virginity. Okay. Let's see how it was about. How was I? The girl was 14, and I think I was 15. You remember that? We were still in junior high school. I believe it was junior high school. And I had this crush. Nah, I like this girl. And you know, around that time, we started feeling ourselves, you know, in more ways than one. You know what time it is. And so this girl was in the hood, you know, and I don't know why I told you that part, but you remember that. And I remember she had a brother, and her brother was a football player. He was really muscular. He was probably about 17 years old, but it was big to me at the time. I'm skinny old, you know, we 15 years old, slim and shit. And I remember I went to a house in the hood, and we go in there, and I remember she had what do you call it? A reclining chair. Remember she had a reclining chair?
I remember that.
So,
Okay, I remember that.
Bedroom. And the reclining chair was in the living room. In the living room, the door was right there. And her brother was gone. I don't know where he was at. Football practice, something like that. Her mom was gone and shit. So I remember, oh wow. I remember she took off her pants, her drawers and shit, and she had a lot of hair. Remember that? We were tripping out how much hair she had down there? I was like, damn, she got a big vagina. I thought the hair meant the vagina was big and shit. I didn't know. We 15 years old. We was shocked to see that we had like 2 pubes and shit on our shit, nigga, like an old guitar with strings popping and shit. Bing, bang, bang. I was like, damn, I had more hair on my chin than I had down there. You know, you remember the nuts, you know, we had 2 to 3 hairs on our balls and shit. And she had all that hair and shit. I was like, oh my God, she got a lot of hair down there. She got a big vagina. We was kind of nervous and shit. So we laid back on she laid back on the recliner, and I got on it. Now, I'm ready to do it, but I'm still nervous because, you know, we thought her brother might come home and shit. And I took my penis and I put it in the hair. I thought the hair was what the vagina was. I didn't know underneath it, you know, we ain't know. Come on, we 15 years old. So I'm hitting the vagina thinking, damn, this shit tight. You know what I'm saying? I can't get in this motherfucker. My shit was bending and shit. You know, that shit was hurting too. You know, okay? It's 15 years old with a little, you know, with a pecker going on, banging hard, but I was like, damn, this shit is tight. I don't like this shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this is fucking boom. And she's like, hold on a second. Remember, she grabbed us, and she grabbed it and put it a little lower, put it in it. I was like, oh, shit. And my niggas had told me before that, they said, man, when you have sex and you pull it out, when you about to come, mayonnaise gonna come out. So she like mayonnaise and shit. And I don't like mayo and shit, you know. I'm like, fuck that, I don't like mayo. We do mustard. I was like, oh, shit, I don't know, mayonnaise all over the place and shit. And so I remember I was humping on her and shit was good. I was scared because I kept, you know, we looking behind us because we thought that, you know, her brother would come through the door.
Exactly.
And shit. I'm humping, I'm looking back and shit. I'm trying to get my little hump on and shit. And, you know, I felt it coming on. I felt the volcano erupting. I was like, oh, shit. And I pulled it out. And it's the first time I ever done it. I didn't really feel myself as a young kid. You know, we didn't do that kind of shit. But I pulled it out, and you know how you gotta rack the shotgun, you know what I'm saying? You know how that go, you know, fellas know what I'm talking about out there. I racked the shotgun, and I'm thinking it's gonna be a volcanic explosion. We was ready for the shit to pop out, all the mayo to splash all around and shit. And remember, like 2 drops popped out. Blip, blop. I was like, what the fuck? I could have cleaned it up with a Q-tip, nigga. I thought we was gonna, you know, towel type shit, nigga. I was like, damn, this is it right here? This is what it is like? But it felt so good. That little tingling sensation felt so good, and we was on and popping from that day on. But that was the first time, I lost my virginity. So,
Hey, look, I appreciate you coming. We always give people a swag bag.
Oh, okay.
Inside the swag bag always has
Nice.
something from a black-owned, company and stuff.
And
we
black-owned
support.
too?
So,
I
once you
fuck
look
with
at that right here,
black-owned.
all our
Okay.
swag bags have some stuff in it, man. Please check it out.
Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. You say black on now, right? Black on, gotta be black on. Let's see what we got black on up in here. Oh, we got some comedy hype cards. Comedy hype cards. I appreciate that. These are comedy hype cards you can play. It's about do you know your comedy culture? This is when like you have questions about all kind of urban comedy stuff like that. You play with your friends and stuff. I guess you can copy these anywhere. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. So don't forget to get you some cards from comedyhype.com. Get you some cards that look good. What else we got? Oh, you gave me my own book. Okay, I fucks with that. I like that. Okay, shit, I wrote it. I can read it again. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. This is what you can get on Amazon too, right? You can get it on Amazon if you want one of these books. Okay, I fuck with that. 280 pages. And what I like about this, got pictures. Yeah, we got pictures in this book. Because black folks don't believe nothing unless it got pictures in it. Unless it's the Bible, but that's another thing. Boom. But yeah, I got pictures, so it's proof. Okay, that I knew these people. We met these people together. Okay, cool. What else we got in here? Okay, got the paper. I appreciate the paper. Oh, nice. You put the paper up in here. Oh, we got it, sir. What is this? Let's see what else we got here, man. What is this? Oh, that's what I'm talking about right here. You got love for your boy. I appreciate that. You love me. Okay, look at that, what they got there. Boy, look at that, it's a soft cut. This is the real deal right here. Real deal. If you fucking with it, get it.
Are you gonna wear that shirt?
What? Of course I'm gonna wear it. It's my shit, damn well.
No, we always do. So
Only people who are down with me got these shirts right here, and I'm down with myself, so I got it. So I appreciate me giving me the damn shirt.
All right.
I'm good looking out. Boom. Because I don't even normally sell these, but I sell them a couple times. So if you're lucky enough for me to sell them every once in a while, you cop one, man.
look, I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
No, thank you, man, for having me, man. Really, I appreciate it, man. You're doing a beautiful thing here, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Anytime you want me to come to see you again, man, I'm down for it. I know you're busy all the time doing other shit besides this show and shit, but I appreciate you coming, man. You're fly as hell. You represented today. I appreciate it. The stories were great, man. You know what? I might have you back. We'll see what the fans say, okay, man? Oh, let me give a shout out to my social media handle, Comic Pierre, ComicPierre. Comic Pierre. Okay, boom, popped up right there. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me, man. Again, man, you're looking good. You're shining like, a new, silver dollar bill, I guess. And we're doing it right, man. So again, thank you for having me. I do truly appreciate you having me on your show, man. Thank you. Yo, check this out, man. Thank y'all so much for supporting the show, watching the show. It's another episode of Pierre's Panic Room. You know how we do. We always bring the tightest celebrities, the greatest guests, man, possible we can. A lot of fun. We had a lot of fun this evening, man. Please hit the notification bell and the subscription button. We always appreciate that, man. My numbers are growing. That means y'all supporting it. I love y'all. Check me out on the road, man. I'm always somewhere. Get on my IG page at Comic Pierre. Boom, it just popped up. I appreciate it. I love y'all, man. And we'll see y'all next time, all right? All right. Hey, man. Thanks, man. Yo, it's your boy Pierre, and I survived Pierre's Panic Room. That did good doing myself. What you saying? If you like that show, like, subscribe, and comment below. Hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button, man. We want you around. Appreciate it.